Alright, so today we'll be going from a quote-unquote noob to pro in Roblox to Forge. I'll be honest with you guys, I think I'm a little too addicted to this game. And not gonna lie, I've been playing for like the past 7 hours today. Needless to say, I decided to lock in, you know what I mean? It's a skill issue, right? Like this guy is saying otherwise, chat, if you guys don't lock in on this game. But anyway, let's start off by going back to the starter area so that you guys can follow me and also become a pro like me, brother. All right, so yesterday when we were playing, if you guys take a look at the bottom left-hand corner, I think we were like level I don't know, 20 or sub level 20. Today we're level 48. So I've made tremendous progress. I'll show you guys how I did it, how I've done things, and again, just follow alongside me if you haven't done some of the things we're about to do right now. So basically, in the starter area, you can talk to this NPC named Bard, and he's gonna give you a quest about a guitar, right? So I never got this done, but we're gonna get it done now because it actually unlocks a secret area in this starter cave or starter area cave, whatever you want to call it. So when you get inside the cave, you want to come down over here, and as you guys can see over here, you will be able to just keep going, fall down, and take a look. There's the guitar. You can also talk to the skeleton here. As you guys can see, after going through a couple of options, eventually he tells you, yeah, you know what, I'm alive, just don't tell anyone else, right? But anyways, you can go through all the dialogue options if you would like. To get out of here, you simply would go back up this ladder here, and there you go. That's all you have to do for that. So once you get the guitar, you want to go back to the Bard, and we'll go ahead and turn this in. So here's your guitar, Mr. Bard guy, and there you go. And he gave us an unknown key. With this unknown key in hand, you can now go back into the cave, and we're going to take the rightmost path. So basically just follow, you know, the arrows and stuff like that. So once you come to like the second arrow here, you'll see these gates, and as you guys can see, it's originally locked off, but all you need to do is once you get this key, go up to it, press the E key, and then you'll open up this hidden area and whatnot. And within this hidden area, which is called the Fallen Angels Cave, you guys will see there's going to be an arcane pickaxe here. So this arcane pickaxe is very expensive. It's not the most expensive pickaxe, but it is a pretty good pickaxe. It's a tier 2 arcane pickaxe, like I said, 115 mine power, 10% mine speed, you get 50% luck boost, and 3 rune slots alongside with it. So it's going to take you a while to get this, but again, if you're already here, you know, if you're a noob, you might as well get this done. It's really easy. You really don't have a level requirement for it. And obviously, once you get good, you can come back and maybe buy this. I wouldn't do it, but hey, everybody's different. And I'll show you why I wouldn't do it later into the video. There's a better pickaxe that you can get outside of that one. So next up, we have one of the more tedious quest lines in the game, masked as like a starter quest, which it really isn't. I'll show you guys what I mean. So eventually, while you're playing the game, you might head up this path once you like get the main quest line to go to the wizard to spin for your race. So you'll talk to this guy Tomu, right? And once you talk to him, he'll give you a quest line about a cat, right? I can say here's his cat, but I don't have it. So you might be wondering, how do you get his cat once I get the quest line for it? It's kind of tedious, like I said. So what you want to do is you want to first like do the main quest line in this area and get to level 10, right? Once you do the quest line for this area and get to level 10, you unlock the portal, or you know, sometimes you unlock the portal before you get to level 10, but you know, needless to say, like I said, you need to get the portal, so you need to be level 10. And as you guys can tell, you need to complete the quest end of the beginning, which is the tutorial starter area quest line. So once you do that, you can go into the Forgotten Kingdom, which is world 2. You want to head make your way and head on down to world 2. My bad for the kind of sort of bad commentary, but your boy is still sick, and for some reason, bro, not getting better. It just gets worse and worse. So you guys want to follow me. Basically, once you hit the furnace, you want to make an immediate left and go straight down. The crazy part about this quest line is you actually have to start another quest line to get this done in order for you to access the area that actually has the cat. So you don't want to go all the way down over there because that's just going to be a fisherman. You want to go over here and make a right once you reach this point, and you'll talk to the Goblin King. The Goblin King will give you a quest line which requires a whole lot of cash. So it's going to take you some time to get this quest line done. I'm going to pay to win my way through it. But eventually you'll get a key, much like the key that we got in the starter area, and you'll gain access to this area over here, which is called the Goblin Cave. Now, it's pretty interesting because if you bring up your inventory and if you go into the index system, and then go into ores. If you scroll down, you'll see there's an area called Goblin Cave, and you guys won't have any of the ores unlocked. You might be a very high level and might not even know about this quest line and still have ores locked off over here, but have everything unlocked in the Forgotten Kingdom. So that's because you have to complete this quest line to open up this area. So let me go ahead and get this started. We'll talk to him, and as you guys can see, this guy's gonna be talking a lot about gold, which is why you're gonna need a lot of cash to do this. So to start off, it's pretty simple, right? He just needs 5,000 gold, and I'm gonna tell him, okay, I accept, right? So we already have 26,000. I can tell him I collected it. So every quest with him, and there's like a total of 5 quests as far as I'm concerned, is gonna be subsequently harder, and he's gonna require more and more. So for now, you see, he requires 10,000 gold and 3 topaz. So I'll show you guys how I would get the topaz, but let me show you. So I'll go into index, right? And as you guys can see, the rocks that give you topaz are the basalt core, the basalt vein, and the volcanic rock. I would get them from the basalt vein, but you can easily get them from the basalt core. The vein is going to require you to have a pickaxe that does like 70 damage or so, and that's the route that I went. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's a lot more chill, a lot more AFK, and less RNG and less running around. So that's why I would go for the basalt vein, but I'll show you guys what I mean. Let's just keep going until we can't go anymore over here. So let's tell him I have his 10,000 and the 3 topaz he wanted. Now he wants 15,000 gold, and I think he wanted diamond this time around. Yeah, so I don't have 15,000 gold. I do have the diamonds as well. I'll show you guys in the index where you can get diamond in case if you don't know. You can get them from the basalt core, and notice the similarity here, but the basalt vein, right? You guys see the common ground? So again, I would just do this quest line when I get to the basalt vein and stuff like that, or when you guys would get to it, because I've already done it. But I'm gonna go into the shop and I'm gonna go ahead and buy a huge cash pack for 30k. You guys definitely don't need to do this. I'll show you guys an easy way to get cash, but you know, I've been playing the game for so long today that I just want to get this video done. So, but getting cash is really not that difficult. It's a little time consuming in the beginning, but later on it's very easy. So let's go ahead and tell him I collected his stuff. There you go. So as you guys can tell, he's talking to us about like, we need to get him 20,000 cash now and 5 emeralds. So every ore is going to be subsequently harder and harder to get, much more rare. And again, notice how he told us last time, it was the last time he was going to ask something of us, but that was a lie. He just keeps asking for stuff. So we already have what he wants. We'll just tell him that we collected it. Now, as you guys can see, this guy is just a bona fide scammer, and this is the true last request, right? He wants 25,000 gold and he wants 5 rubies. So as you guys can see, I have 24 rubies, so I have that, but I wanted to show you guys the emeralds. Again, you can get them from basalt cores in the basalt vein, and then the rubies, you can get them from the basalt vein. Again, notice the similarity amongst all these ores. It's the basalt vein. So I'll show you guys again what I did to get all this after we get this quest line done. But we are gonna, oops, press the wrong button, but we're gonna have to buy another huge cash pack. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Let's tell him we collected his stuff, and he just laughs, and we gained a bunch of levels. As you can tell, we are currently level 52 in the bottom left hand corner. I think we started this at level 46 or 48, one of those two. So we got a bunch of stuff. And now on his seat, there is a key. That is the Goblin Cave key. You can then proceed to use that to open up this area, which is what we're doing right here. And once you have this area unlocked, you guys will see there's a bunch of basalt rocks, regular slimes, and periodically there will be some burning slimes that spawn in as well. Now these guys, as you guys will probably tell here, are not inherently difficult, but they do hurt and they stagger you pretty easily. So as you guys can see, they also do drop slimites and things of that nature. The burning slimes are going to be way tougher, and I don't recommend you guys even try this. I'm just trying to show you guys that my weapon does 100 M1 damage, and as you guys can tell, I'm struggling over here. Anyways, this is technically a high level area because eventually you guys will notice that there will be like that green stone up there that'll spawn in. I'll show you guys that. There'll be like blue ones in here, red ones as well. But let me show you first where you want to go to get the cat. So basically, you see this little waterfall area? You can go over here. And then as you guys can tell, right in the smack center of the waterfall area, you'll see this rock over here, and you can just go through it. And back here, you'll see Tomo cat. So that is literally the cat that you need for the quest line that was in the noob area. Now, if we jump up here, you guys can tell that this is an earth crystal. Let me take care of these slimes real quick though. All right, and there you go. So I believe you need 78 mining strength in order to start mining them. So let me go ahead and destroy this one, and then I'll start destroying some of the other you know, basalt cores and other rock slash ores that are around here to see if we can get some of the other crystals to spawn in, so I can show you what you can get out of them as well. All right guys, so take a look. We just got a magneto crystal, and there's probably other types of ores that you can get from that rock, but that's the first one that we got. So like I told you guys prior, I'm just going to destroy some of these basalt rocks and some of the cores here just to see if we can get some of the other miscellaneous rocks to spawn on in. Okay, so we finally got another rock to spawn on in. This one is a light crystal, so we'll go ahead and, you know, break this one on down. I did have to place down a miner totem because I don't know, I just wanted to mine a little bit faster. It was taking too long, but again, this is another type of rock here. So I do know, like I said, there are green ones, like you guys saw the emerald one. There are blue ones, the sapphire one, red ones, which are the ruby ones. And oh, there's a violet one right there, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the only bad thing about this area is that it's all RNG. You would think that, much like every other area in the game, you'll be guaranteed like a spawn for a certain type of rock here, and no, not really. It's just gonna be all random. So that was an epic blue crystal, 1 in 255 chance. We'll get this one destroyed here with the violet crystal, and we'll see what we'll get. All right, so right now we are making our way back to the starter area. I actually had my mic muted. I don't know how long I had my mic muted for, but I just wanted to show you guys that basically these are some of the crystals we got from the Goblin Cave. Now, if you scroll down on some of these crystals, it'll tell you that you can get them from various different rocks, like the Crimson Rock, the Cyan Rock, the Earth Rock, Light Rock, and the Violet. Well, crystal. These are all crystals. I kept saying rock, but whatever. You guys get the drift. So these are probably all the different types of crystals. There might be more. I don't know. I'm not going to spend time trying to collect all of them right now on camera, but just, you know, wanted to show it to you guys as reference. But we are here back at the starter area to turn in the cat finally. So let's talk to this guy, Tomo, and we'll tell him here is your cat. There you go. So we just got a bunch of levels on top of the other ones that we got, and a title as well. So we are now currently level 55. We also got a decent amount of cash from completing that quest as well. So very good quest line all in all, in my opinion. Definitely worth it. It's just going to be time consuming. And now, if you don't pay to win like I did, I'll show you guys basically what I would do to get the required items, and heck, even the cash, kind of, sort of, but yeah, I'll get into it. So basically in the World 2 area, you can go into this cannon, right? It's to the right of the spawn area, and then you can head into the Rune Cave. So when you go into the Rune Cave, you can actually make your way to the right-hand side of this cave area. And once you reach this little area here, again, you want to take another right, and you guys will see that there are 2 basalt veins, and there's actually 2 players AFKing over here already. This is what I would recommend you guys do. In order for you to actually start mining the basalt vein, you are going to need this pickaxe, which, again, the basalt vein I think requires 68 or something of the sort. No, 70, I think, mining power. Something like that. It's either 60 or 78. And, you know, any other pickaxe is not going to be strong enough if you're a noob, right? Obviously, if you're a stronger player, you'll have plenty of strong pickaxes, but I'll show you guys obviously how to get this pickaxe in case if you don't know. It's literally in the shop seller in the starter area of this world too. But yeah, so literally this basalt vein is going to give you a lot of resources. It'll give you all the resources that you need to complete the goblin quest line, and you'll get a constant source of quartz. It gives you a lot of quartz. So again, this is slightly pay to win, but if you have the Sell Anywhere Game Pass, I would recommend that you try to like maybe Tiny Tasker or something. I don't really know, because that's the only effective way to really AFK this, because your inventory space is not infinite and it will fill up because you get a lot of quartz. But if you go in here every so often, and let's say these platinums were quartz, you can literally select all of them, sell them, and just keep mining away until you get more, and then sell it again, right? Now, right next to this area, you do have the magma pickaxe, which is obviously stronger with its mine power than the pickaxe that we saw in the secret area in the starter area. Now, luck boost is a little bit different, right? Luck boost is 46%. I think the other one was 54. We'll go back and corroborate, but you know, you can pick and choose which pickaxe you would like. Would you rather have more mind power, or would you rather have more luck boost? It's up to you. Actually, since your boy's so smart, I remember that I took a photo. So as you guys can see, you get an additional runes. Oh my god, I'm so sick. But you get an additional rune slot with this arcane pickaxe, and you do get 4% more luck boost. Okay, you also get a 10% mind speed addition to it as well. So is that 20 mind power difference worth it? I think a lot of people would say yeah, you know. So it's up to you what you want to go with, like I said, but just know that you do have these perks over the magma pickaxe. All right, so back at the spawn area to the second world here, if you guys hit an immediate left, you'll see all the pickaxes here and things of that nature. So I did things this way, right? I got here and I got the cobalt pickaxe. I skipped over the titanium pickaxe and I got the uranium pickaxe, and then I moved on to the mithril pickaxe. The uranium one, as you guys can see, is gonna give you 67 mind power. It's not gonna be enough to get the basalt vein done, but the mithril pickaxe definitely will, because it has 80 base mind power, so you'll definitely be able to get that done there. Obviously, there's also the lightite pickaxe that some people have. I would skip over this too, but I would advise you guys, if you guys take a look at my equipment tab, to always have a regular copper pickaxe, because you can actually sell your pickaxes for money. So if I equip my copper one, you always need to have at least one pickaxe in your inventory. So let's say you only have the mithril pickaxe, you don't have another one, you won't be able to sell it. So that's why I highly urge you guys to have like a cheap pickaxe on you so you can use it. So if I go to sell tools, or if you go to the sell tool NPC, you'll be able to sell, again, your most expensive pickaxe if you would like to contribute towards your next upgrade. So I would highly urge you guys to do that, because for the mithril pickaxe, yes, it does cost us 67,000 cash, but we get back 50,000 from selling it. So again, very, very, very useful. Now I'll show you guys, well, actually, before I show you guys how to get some cash and get that going for yourself and whatnot, how I did it to become a quote unquote pro, kind of, sort of. You know, it's really easy, and I'll show that to you guys in a second, but let's go back to where the basalt vein area was. Like I said, that's the most effective way to get the resources for the goblin quest line, which will ultimately allow you to complete the quest, the cat quest line as well. But usually there's always people here, so you're probably gonna have to fight people for this rock. But if you're not strong enough, and if you are, great, but if you're not strong enough and you come across somebody that's mining this, you can actually come down here. Either way, you can come down here regardless. There's gonna be a lot of high level players here grinding and fighting different enemies, and you can leech off of them if you're quick enough. As you guys can see, that guy's almost two-shotting over here, and you can leech off of them, because obviously you can still get kill count contribution. You just gotta get a hit in there. So I just got one hit on the Reaper, and as you guys can see, I got kill count contribution. So if I literally follow this guy and I at least get one hit in there, oh man, I didn't get the hit in there. But anyways, whatever. You guys catch a drift. You can leech off of some of the high level players in here. Now, as you guys can tell, these guys down here do hurt. So be very, very, very careful. You probably will end up getting one shot at a lot down here. But if you guys follow this path, right? So basically we come down right over here. If you guys, oh my gosh, I'm about to get clapped up here, but if you guys follow this path, you'll find a secret hidden area over here, and basically, as you guys can see, there will be a door over here that I cannot get through right now. Now take this with a grain of salt. Apparently some people have been getting banned from getting this pickaxe because we're not supposed to get it yet, but if you guys have, I think it's called the demonic race or something, you can use the dash to glitch through this door. And as you guys can see, you can eventually get the demonic pickaxe. So this thing is very, very, very good. It's gonna cost 500,000 gold. You get 175 mind power, as you guys can tell, minus 15% mind speed, plus 47.5 luck speed, and plus 3 rune slots. So your progression path might be, you know, the arcane pickaxe first and then into the demonic pickaxe, but it's up to you, right? I just wouldn't really recommend the volcanic pickaxe that much, just because obviously the statistics are a little bit better, with the exception of mind power on the arcane pickaxe. But yeah, the reason why I mentioned this area beyond the pickaxe again is because of leeching. Again, if you team up with people, that is something that's very slept on in this game. I would highly urge you guys to team up with people if you can. It doesn't take a lot of effort in pub servers. We don't even have private servers, so you can't say, oh no, I'm forever alone, I don't have friends. Because honestly, guys, leveling is going to be easiest when you're actually attacking NPCs with other people. It's just really easy, and you get essence and things of that nature super duper quick. But let's say when you get to this area, you'll only be able to attack the basalt rocks and then the basalt cores until you get this pickaxe, and then you can start doing the basalt veins, right? So basically what you would want to do is, with all the resources that you get, it doesn't matter the rarity, you can do this as early as a starter area, but you want to go into your forge, right? And you want to at least, okay, I showed you guys this a little bit in the last video because I found out about it and I was doing 20 materials, but at least I found out that it's best if you do 24. If you do 24 materials, let's say if I did that for my amethyst that I have here, right? You guys will see that it's a 64% chance for us to craft a great axe or a 20% chance to craft a colossal sword. The reason why you want to do this is because great axes and colossal swords are worth a lot. I would try to mine a bunch of these resources here just to show you guys basically, but most of these resources here in this area are going to give you great axes or colossal swords that are at least worth like 1,200 each. So again, you just want to get 24 of each material type, sell those for 1,000 a pop, and you'll be good to go. So that is by far, in my opinion, the easiest way to get up as far as the money to get better pickaxes. And then once you obviously get this pickaxe, you can just AFK and chill on the basalt vein on a server that doesn't have too much you know, players AFK in there either. But let's say you don't want to like do that because it's too slow and this, that, and third. Well, you can also, like I said, just team up and fight NPCs, because not only will you be getting good levels, but you'll also be getting essence drops. So right now I have a couple of superior essences. Obviously these are a little bit on the rarer side, but if I had sold these essences, as you guys will see here, so you can see like a quantifiable number, you get a decent amount. So, and again, if you're teaming with somebody, it's not that difficult to actually grind these up. So I click accept here, he'll give me 825. Again, it's nothing super duper crazy, but these are very easy to get. They're guaranteed per kill effectively on certain mob types. And if you have somebody helping you out or a group of people helping you out, again, that's just 10 kills for 825. So really simple, but it's up to you how you want to end up grinding. I just took the mining, I did a little bit of fighting, and then went back to just AFK mining and stuff with the basalt vein. So anyways, I did want to show you guys, if I go back into the rune maker over here, or if I go to the rune maker because we've never been here, I can take my mithril pickaxe, which I'm not going to do, by the way, but I can equip or imbue some of these miner shards that I have, which is why having a pickaxe that has more rune slots is so vital. It's another reason why I would recommend that you guys go for the arcane pickaxe. It has 3 rune slots as opposed to the 2 on the volcanic pickaxe. So you should definitely skip the volcanic one and just go straight to the demonic one when we get access to that. But if you're ballsy and aren't afraid of potentially getting banned on the game, you can get it now if you have a way to glitch into that room. But yeah, you'll be able to use any of these miner shards that you get as drops from killing off NPCs or mobs. And obviously they help you because some of them give you 12% extra mine damage. Some of them give you 5% overall luck increase. Some of them actually give you a 5% chance to get extra ores from miners. And there's other ones that you can also get as well. By the way, last tip that I'll give you guys in my noob to pro like journey is that if you go to the forge, you'll notice obviously that you need certain item quantities to make different types of items, right? So like with 5 of whatever item type, I have a 65% chance to make a straight sword or a 35% chance to make a dagger, right? That's duly noted. Everybody should know about that in these chances or chance system. Now, it's a multi-tiered system such that some of these things actually give you varying multipliers. So for example, my eye ore gives us a 4 multiplier. If I add anything that isn't as high as that, it'll actually decrease the multiplier. So that'll affect the strength of our weapon and, you know, basically what'll come out. But beyond that, these items actually have effects to them. So for example, the eye ore, it will actually give us 10% additional vitality to our character, and well, a deduction in 10% vitality to our character. But conversely, it'll give us a 15% gain in physical damage boost. So you can plug and play with different items that give you these type of benefits, but I've noticed that typically the ones that will give you these benefits are going to be rare type ores, like again the eye ore or the rivalite, which is going to give you a 20% critical strike chance on like weapons and things of that nature. So I'll show you guys a really OP build that I've seen going around on the Discord server, but we're gonna save that for the next video, so just tune on in tomorrow if you guys want to see that. But again, just wanted to point this out because it's pertinent for you guys to actually know this if you want to be somewhat good at the game or a pro. And I think it's really important because I think not a lot of people realize that these things have like sub statistics and bonuses to them as well. So anyways, I'm going to continue to be basic in this video, and we are going to go ahead and buy, I would want to say 2 huge cash packs additional on top of like the 2 or 3 that we already bought earlier. So don't be like me, fellas. You don't need to do this, but I just want to do this for the video just to streamline everything. So with that being said, we are going to go back to the starter area, and we're going to make our way back to this secret hidden cave with the arcane pickaxes. We are additionally going to go into our equipment. We will go ahead and equip this pickaxe. We'll sell our tools. We'll select this mithril pickaxe. We'll sell it off for 50k. And now we have a bunch of cash. So now we have enough cash to actually buy the arcane pickaxe. So let's buy that bad boy. We'll open this back up. And as you guys can see, it has a resale value of 93,000, which is really good. So basically that's like almost 100k that we don't have to account for. And as you guys can tell, this is how the pickaxe actually looks. So it looks super duper cool. I really like the aura and just like the flare that it has on top of it. Like it looks like a really nice pickaxe. Next thing I have to work on is my armor, because really my armor is just not there. And everybody's different, but like as far as weapons is concerned, I know I'm using a hammer right now, but I'm using that hammer because it one-shots a lot of things. I typically tend to stay away from the heavier items, and also do take into consideration that you have, like, for example, different classes, like this guy right over here, this big guy, different races, my bad, that you can utilize. So make sure you're taking advantage of your different race slots when you unlock them, whether with Robux or with the level requirement, because, you know, like if you're fighting mobs, you might want to use a race that's better for combat. If you're like grinding, like mining, you might want to use a race that's better for, you know, mining and things of that nature. So just bear that in mind. But you guys saw how I was mining the basalt rocks earlier, and it's a night and day difference. I'm 2-shotting the basalt rocks now, so this pickaxe is gonna help you out tremendously. In fact, this pickaxe is actually strong enough so that you can actually go down where the basalt vein was in that area. And oh, the server actually has nobody here, but take a look. So yeah, we'll be able to like AFK here if we wanted to do this and just mine this really quickly now, because again, it's really easy. So yeah, it definitely doesn't take a long time. Look at what I mean by the diamonds and quartz and stuff like that. You got a lot of quartz in this basalt vein. But yeah, if we head down here, you guys will see sometimes that there will be volcanic rocks that actually spawn in. And now with this pickaxe, we'll actually be strong enough to destroy these. And as you guys can see, we got a bunch of different types of ores there. So if we go into our index, there you go. We got volcanic rock. We got some obsidian ore. But yeah, guys, that's all we're going to do in this video. I got a lot of grinding to do. And I'll catch you in tomorrow's video if you guys want to see that broken build video that we're going to do tomorrow. So drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to keep grinding like I said.